How important was it to you to make a feature film before you turned 30?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was very, very important. I mean, like, I mean, I've been wanting to make a feature, like, at 19, I was trying to make a feature. At 22, 23, I was trying to make a feature. They're all different movies. And then at 24, I was trying to make another feature. Then 25, I spent a year trying to, and that one got the furthest. And you know, we had a sizzle reel that we shot. We had a pitch package. We had like a business plan. We had a script. You know, we had a lot of stuff packaged for that movie. But you know, like that, we had people come on and they would fall off, and we just couldn't get. You know, it was like a $200,000 you know, it was like, it probably needed like around like $200,000. There was like 25 locations. A lot of them were interior. It was like another desert movie. And I think I took a lot of that stuff and put inside of Drifter, like a lot of the thematic stuff of that movie, and just made it Drifter a little bit more cheaper and a little bit more accessible. And but yeah, I mean, I spent like a year on that movie throughout 2013, and you know, a lot of people, you know, some people responded to the script, some people didn't. Some people just didn't get it. You know, because it wasn't very like plot heavy. It was very like sort of like character-driven story, like this really kind of like whacked out cross-country story. Sort of like goes from like California to Texas, and like and you know, I think you know, it's just, you know, just we just at a certain point I was like, I gotta drop this one, and then I made a couple shorts out of frustration to be creatively stimulated, and then you know, it was like 27. That's like when I decided to make just jump into it with Drifter, and I was like, just set the dates. I was like, got locked in dates. I was like, I'm just gonna just bam this thing out, and just you know, at least I can have a movie with a feature film runtime. You know, it's like I can at least have a feature under my belt. You know, it might not be amazing, but I have a feature technically. So it's like that was just very, very important to me to make a feature film as soon as possible. You know, but it's like there's always someone out there that made that feature before you or something. You know, it's like, you know, Soderbergh was like 25 or 26, and like, you know, Scorsese was 26. You know, it's like there's always someone out there like beat you to the punch or something. But you know, like that, I think, but you know, because I spent a lot of time acting, so it's like, you know, I was focusing on that for a while, and then, but yeah, no, it was very, very important for me to make, to make a feature like before I was 30. Very important to me.
Did you crowdfund for Drifter?
Yeah, we tried.
What happened?
I mean, it just wasn't, you know, it just wasn't successful at all. It was like embarrassingly unsuccessful, but it was just like, you know, I realized, like, I mean, like, it just wasn't the kind of movie that, and I mean, I'll never do that stuff ever again. I mean, I kind of felt really bad about even starting that campaign. I just didn't feel like that movie lent itself to that kind of campaign very well, because it was just, all I was trying to make was like just a really psychologically like disturbing cannibal movie, and like, and that's not what, and we didn't have any hook. Like, I mean, some of the people were like familiar with a couple shorts that I made, but like we didn't have any hook. Like we didn't have like a big genre actor attached. We didn't, it wasn't based on like a video game or like a graphic novel or anything. It was just like, just was what it was. And you know, there was just no hook to it. And so I think like that, so it just ended up being like, just like a lot of like, you know, there were some like side, you know, nice donators and all that, but like, you know, a lot of it was personal sacrifice. You know, just which, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I recommend that to a lot of filmmakers to do that, and a lot of filmmakers have a lot of success crowdfunding and all that, and I just never really understood how they even do that. You know, I never understood like the mystery of Indiegogo and like Kickstarter. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how they get this money. I just don't. So I've never had any success with like any sort of those crowdfunding campaigns, and I've tried a couple, including that one, and I just haven't had any success with them. And so it was just, but it was like, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna like just drop this and then just, cause like you know, I just, especially at that time, like I needed to make a feature. Like and if I was gonna like, you know, I just lived like really cheaply and just lived really like uncomfortably, you know, and just so I could save money and just like put it all towards the movie. And, yeah.